We've talked about how one revolutionary aspect of Montessori environments was the fact that she designed furniture that was child-sized. And this continues to be a really important element of consideration when we look at our prepared environment. So as we're thinking about the furniture for our classrooms, we need to think about tables and chairs and make sure that the sizes meet the sizes of our children. So if we've got a 3-year age span in the classroom, we need to have different sized furniture to meet the different sized bodies that we're going to have at those different ages. We want to be sure, as we're thinking about tables and chairs, that they are arranged so that small groups can work at the tables together. So whether you push a few tables together so 4 to 6 people can be there, or whether you have tables that can hold that many children, this is an important consideration because we know elementary children want to work in groups. Now, it's okay to have a few individual tables in the classroom. Sometimes children need to focus and work alone. That's okay. Sometimes you encourage them to make that choice. So 1 or 2 individual tables is fine, but the rest should be group tables, and the furniture should be light enough that children could move and rearrange as they need for their groups. Ideally, the tables are going to be natural wood, and so are the chairs. It just adds a lovely aesthetic to the classroom. In addition to tables where the children can sit, you should also think about, do you want a coffee table and a couch? Or floor tables so that children have a hard surface to use when they're working on the floor. That's some other furniture to consider. The adults may have a table or a desk in the classroom, and certainly you need a place to, anchor yourself at times or to store things. Anything that's confidential related to the children should be under lock and key. And I do encourage that you not have a chair at this space, because what I found in my own experience is when I had a chair, I sat in it and I wasn't circulating through the room and working in different areas as much as I'd like. So I encourage you to have a space where you can put your things, but not a space where you can sit. And from that standpoint, I didn't find a lesson table effective in my practice. I preferred to be able to give a lesson in one area of the room, leave the children at work, move on to another lesson. And a lesson table didn't allow me to do that. They had to pack it up. So I would really encourage that you work in all areas of the classroom, and we don't want the children interrupted in their follow-up if they're jumping right in. Materials are stored on open shelves and organized by subject area. As much as possible, you want these shelves to be attractive. You'd like them to not be cluttered, so there should be space between the materials. You're not stacking them too much. 4-foot wide shelves work pretty well, and I say 12 inches deep. 14 is even better for a lot of the materials. And as you're thinking about it, if you've got a 4-foot shelf, 1 shelf on there is 4 feet of shelf space. And if you've got 5 shelves, you've got 20 feet. And to really be able to space materials out effectively, 300 feet is ideal. And then it means you don't have to use the top of every shelf for materials. You can, but you don't have to. And that allows you to place plants and other artifacts on the tops of shelves. Think about shelf height. In a younger class, 5-foot tall shelves, the children can't see and reach the tops of them. So I would keep the shelves at 3 or 4 feet high in a younger classroom, and you could have some 5-foot shelves in an older classroom. The 3-foot shelves are nice too, because you could back a couple against each other in the middle of the classroom, like a little island, so that the shelves don't all have to be along the wall. Also, you need to be thinking about other furniture. Where do the children store their work? Where do they store their shoes and their coats and their lunch boxes? What kinds of space do you have for drying art projects? Where do you store bigger projects that are happening? Where do you store their handwork? So there's a number of other furniture issues you need to be thinking about as you're thinking about what you want to organize your classroom. Again, as much as possible, the furniture should be natural wood and light enough for the children to move independently when they need to. And everything should have a place and be organized in a way that supports the children in their work and the environment.